All right. I'm just gonna. Wait for Nip to finish eating real quick, and we're ready to go.
We're gonna do the IG.
Yeah, I got the charger ready to go. So. We don't have a bobblehead box.
Yeah, it should be over there.
All right, bet.
Cord.
Let's get it. Tutu Tway. Tutu Tway. Yeah, baby. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We motherfucking back.
Oh man, it feels so good to be back. You know what time it is. It's that Sunday. We here now. And to the right of me, Aunt Acid, what the fuck is the deal,
What's
bro?
Gucci Poochies?
How you doing, bro?
How we
Happy
feeling?
fucking New Year, man.
Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas. All that vibe, everything that we missed, but we still present because we was always there in the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And now we back in the physical for season 4, episode 1 of season 4. If you don't know who the fuck I am,
Joe, we gonna die. Joe,
we gotta get back on that one. But
Jones,
Jones
baby.
message, Jonesy 2 times here in the building. Shout out to
you already know.
and a happy birthday to his daughter, but on the real fuck Kush.
Yeah, word.
Yeah,
You're lame, bro.
yeah.
But happy birthday, Layla.
Yeah, word.
See now. Get the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm liking this one.
Did us dirty, bro.
But we here, man. I know y'all missed us. And we back, man. We're gonna bring it this episode and every week. You already know the Jones Hour. Follow us on IG, Instagram, YouTube. If you missed the live, that's on YouTube and Instagram every Sunday. You know how we do. You can catch it on the Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Audible. All you gotta do is search the Jones Hour, hit that subscribe and follow, and you get all the feeds that we coming in. We happy to announce that we got some shit cooked up for this upcoming year, man. We got a bunch of interviews, a bunch of new folks that we're gonna be fucking with. So you gotta stay tuned, keep it locked, tell a friend and tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? So that you can fuck with us on a regular. You know what I'm saying? And provide that input because we a live show, so you could call us up 347-898-8914. It's pinned already on the YouTube. We got a view already. Oh, from Cali, what up? That's my brother in the building. My real brother. You know what I'm saying? Family. Shout out to him. Cali in the building. Cali in the building.
Familia.
I don't know if you've seen the IG, man, but I put up some of our numbers, man. We was in mad countries. Getting love. People watching the Jones Hour in different countries, and we appreciate that. Different states, Virginia was showing us love. Shout out to VA. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Besides the 5-borough love that we already getting, Cali in the building. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get right into these picks because we got some games left over. Shout out Houston last night in the football. Houston Texans put a beating on the Cleveland Browns. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer than what it was, but that boy CJ Stroud
put that work in.
He is real fucking deal, man. He is real fucking deal. I talked to Kush about it offline, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like he got the tools. He really do, man. The way he throws, the way he's patient, everything. He's like his whole demeanor on that field is real deal, and." He's putting everybody on the watch.
Right.
He's putting the whole league on the watch that even if we might not make it all the way this particular year, it's real for more years to come that he's got healthy in the NFL. So they put a beating on Cleveland. Cleveland had the best defense too in the league. So I was kind of shocked that they was able to score 45 on him like that. But I mean, it's a testament to Stroud and how nice he is. Then we had the late game, the fucking Ice Bowl, -1 to start the game in Kansas City with Miami. Which, when you think of Miami, they showed an optic on the game where it was a 76-degree difference from where they traveled from to where they got to in Kansas City. Like that's not a game, bro. Like you don't even know how to dress for that.
Nah.
You on the plane. Kind of comfortable. You coming out with like thermals, long johns, pajamas underneath your outfit. Yeah. That shit is not good. So I think that was the real reason why they lost. I think Tua was struggling with the passing. I think it was the weather. He had a couple of errant passes that he should have made. Mahomes, they finished the job. So shout out to the Chiefs.
Mhm.
They get that W at home. But we're gonna see who's gonna happen. So we got some games today. So there's no fucking game on right now. It's supposed to be a 1:00 game. That's why we was able to start a little bit later. Because the Buffalo game with Pittsburgh is now on Monday.
Yeah.
You already had the Eagles at Tampa, going to Florida, and then you have 2 games today. Yeah, no, we drew
We
a
on
blank.
it.
We drew a blank on the games today. Oh no, we got Dallas and Green Bay.
Okay.
Dallas and Green Bay is one of them, and let's see. I don't know. Well, we could just get into Dallas and Green Bay. I think Dallas has to win that game.
Has to, but will they?
They're at home. I mean, even though Green Bay already beat them this year,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, they're at home, and Dallas's record at home has been, they're undefeated. They haven't lost at home. So I think they're going to continue that trend, but they can't sleep on Green Bay,
Yeah.
because Green Bay is going in there without nothing to lose, and because of that, you can't play games with them. You can't play games with them. You can't take them lightly. So Dallas better be on their P's and Q's, because what a disappointment. Even though the Giant fan in me would be loving it. The Giant fan in me would be loving it right now if Philly and Dallas lost this weekend.
That would be great.
That would be amazing.
That would feel so good.
But will I see it happen? I don't know. I mean, continuing with Dallas, I mean, Dak is putting up MVP numbers. That's what he's been doing all year. So I feel like, to solidify his spot, he needs to perform. He needs to perform and put all the naysayers down that say Dallas can't win the big games. I mean, regular season is all nice, but it don't really mean much.
Word.
It don't really mean much. So you gotta really step it up with that.
No. You know what I was looking for? I was looking for.
That's what Dallas need to do.
I was looking for playoffs.
Oh, we didn't have that. We didn't do it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to do that after the show.
Huh. Oh, don't you know?
Well, it's the playoffs. It is the playoffs. It is the playoffs. It is the playoffs, and we got to give Dallas they props if they can win. Let's see. I mean, they have the team for it. They have the team to advance. Actually, they should be going to the NFC Championship game, but they got to get Green Bay tonight. Also they're at 4:00. The tonight game is the Rams against the Lions, which this got big storylines in it, because Stafford is the Rams quarterback. He left Detroit in a trade for Goff, and now Goff is the Detroit quarterback. Stafford was there in Detroit for about 12 years, and he played his heart out, but they never went anywhere. He went to the Rams immediately, and they won the Super Bowl. So now he's back he's still with the Rams. He never left, and they about to go against the Lions, which the Lions this year has been like the Cinderella team of the season. Like, I'm rooting for the Lions. Like, I really want them to win. Like, I would love to see the Lions and the Ravens in the Super Bowl, because I think the Ravens is automatic in the AFC. I don't really care what happens. I think that's what you could see. Oh, we got Rev in the building. Shout out Rev in the building. Rev won the Jones Hour Podcast League. First year that we did a fantasy football podcast league under the Jones Hour. Rev won that. So Rev will be hosting the show one week. It might be next week. It might even be the week of the Super Bowl. So I was really trying to do that. Maybe we could do that.
And then isn't he in the playoffs for our league, or?
No, everything is over. Everything won. Shout out to my pops.
Pops won.
My pops won my league. So Flawless came in second, and my man Hove from the BX in the building, came in third. Rev was competing for that third place spot, lost by a couple of points. Real good week. So
Real good run in general, right?
yeah.
Rev was second.
Rev was doing his thing this year. Got to give him his props. Winning the Jones Hour Podcast League and coming in fourth in the Jones League. So just the Jones League, that's my league. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to him. But the game tonight with the Lions and the Rams, the fucking Rams, they got top-notch defense. They got Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? They got playmakers on both sides. They got Nakua, a shine rookie that looks to be a stud and performed well this year with some big numbers at the wide receiver position. So I feel like they can't be slept on. But I think Detroit, I think Goff got something to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder after being traded. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And rode out with this group. And the coach, I can't think of the Lions coach, but he's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he could get his plays. No, he got that in him to get people to fucking, play for him. And he's gonna do that. So I believe it to be a real good game tonight. It might be the best game in the playoffs this weekend, between the Rams and the Lions tonight. And then tomorrow night, like I said, you got the Steelers in Buffalo, because of the weather situation. They're playing in the afternoon now. They was paying people in Buffalo $20 an hour to come to the stadium and shovel the shovel the snow. And
say that 3 times fast.
I can't. I think it's the beer, which I've left
Shovel
over
the snow. Shovel the snow. Shovel the snow.
And the vernacular wizard over here. The vernacular wizard up in the
straight
building.
up cannabis over
You know
here,
what I'm
bro.
saying? What? Fuck out of here. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
In the building. So, they was paying people to fucking shovel. If I would have lived in Buffalo, I would have did that. Because I would have been a Buffalo fan. I would have been out there shoveling for that $20 and some free food and some hot cocoa and shit.
Yeah, you part of it.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point, you part of it.
Yeah. Like if they would have gave some people some tickets and shit, that would have been even better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
but they got to be sold out.
Yeah, they want to. They pack out.
Mm-hmm.
They pack out.
But Pittsburgh is not that far from Buffalo. The mayor of Buffalo was like, stay your ass over there. You're gonna lose anyway. That's what she said.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like one of those things to like if you live in Buffalo and you're a Bills fan, you have to do that at least once in your life.
Word.
Is to go
jump
over
through the
there.
table and shit.
Yeah. To go there and shovel. You gotta shovel the snow at least once in your life. It's like serving time in the military or some shit.
It's like how you prove you're a true Buffaloan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
A Buffaloite.
Yeah.
Whatever you might.
They give you some gear. You eat some wings.
Yeah. Of course. That's what I'm saying. I would do it.
Yeah.
After 20 an hour, I'd have been in there.
I wish the Giants did that shit.
I would have drove to MetLife.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like, what you doing this weekend? Oh, G-Man.
Supporting my G-Man, baby. Big Blue.
Should I shovel outside the garden for the Knicks if they needed it?
Word.
Yeah,
I would too.
I give the whole fans a path. Here you go.
I would too.
Here you go. Because we killing. But that's Knicks and Dimes is later. To continue on, and then I feel like the Bills take that also. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think they're riding a wave of coming into this playoffs hot. Josh Allen been on another level. Yeah, there's always media chatter.
He really picked it up because there was a lot of like
chatter of people not being happy over there.
A lot of losses, a lot of bad losses this year, man.
Mm-hmm. So, but they wind up finishing like 11-6. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So those losses was really in the beginning of the season, and they really won the games that they really needed to win, along with Miami, which we would have seen Miami. Miami had to go to Buffalo the last game. They froze their asses off and lost over there. So you already know they was going to lose in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. So you should have bet that game.
And with a weak AFC, it's their opportunity. Everyone's looking at them like what the fuck you doing right now?
Yeah, no, they're a team that actually could, if they do get the opportunity to run into Baltimore at some time in the playoffs. I feel like that's the one team that could give Ravens some problems.
Absolutely,
is Buffalo. So I feel like Buffalo's going to win today. And in the night game, Buffalo's going to win tomorrow in the afternoon. And the night game for the Monday night is going to be the Eagles in Tampa. A.J. Brown is out. They still got a solid team with Devontae Smith, Swift, Hurts. I can't think of their tight end, but he's solid too. They got other pieces around. On the defensive side, they're one of the best teams in the league on the defensive side of the ball with the Eagles. So we're going to see what's going to happen with them. But I definitely feel that there is some turmoil in that locker room. You know what I'm saying? And there is some things that, are raising some question marks leading up to the game. And, with A.J. Brown also being out, that is still a big thing for them. And it's going to make things, a little bit easier for Tampa to guard. Tampa do got some top players on the defensive side. Baker has been actually doing his thing and showing out as a quarterback, as, a lot of teams passed up on me. But Tampa gave me a chance, and we're in the playoffs right now. We won the division, so and we got the home game. So Philly going to Tampa. I don't know if Philly is going to be able to do it, man. I don't know what the numbers are, but excuse me, if Philly is still a favorite, I would take Tampa with the points, because if Philly do win the game, it's going to be a close game. This is not going to be a blowout. I'm telling you right now. Tampa is coming to play tonight. They got something to prove, and Philly being a little bit of turmoil in that locker room, with the head coach and some of the players, being vocal and now about not being happy there. I feel like Tampa could shock them, and if not, at least cover the points if they're the underdog. So I'm going with that. I'm going with Buffalo to purely win today. I'm going with Dallas to win, and I'm taking Detroit, but I'm wary. That's one game I probably wouldn't bet. If you had to bet the other three, I would take those three. I would take Buffalo, Dallas, and Tampa with the points.
Okay.
Buffalo and Dallas on the money line to win straight out. But I take Tampa with the points. And Lions, Rams, like I said, this is probably going to be the game of the week of the playoffs. So I'm happy about that. Being able to watch that tonight with the family, with my son, who, shout out to my son, he really loves football, bro.
That's dope.
He really loves watching it with me. So it's like a warm feeling in my heart.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, man. Watching the Knicks, even the Knicks, man. Like, he just likes watching the sports. Like, I don't know if it's the colors or the fast movement of the television. You know what I'm saying?
Son, bro.
Like, he'll be locked in. Like he'll fuck with it.
Like, you can have him like completely turned to the side, and he'll be like,
you're like, oh wait, what's that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he'd be with it. So I'll be I get that warm feeling in my heart as a new dad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll probably be doing today. Probably cook some dinner for my wife and shit and the fam. It's football Sunday. Shout out to Martin Luther King for giving me the day off tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
You got a nice little 3-day weekend.
Yeah, shit like that. And let's get into the Giants and the Jets real quick.
Okay.
As we already covered the playoffs, the G-Men, it looks like they're gonna have like the 6th pick. Jets, I believe, will have like the 9th or the 10th pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's for them winning those the last couple of games. Like, I mean, it didn't really help any their movement and what they're doing. I think the Jets, we could start with them, is really banking on Aaron Rodgers. They're still all in on Aaron Rodgers, and they really don't have another game plan similar to what they did this year of a backup to try to, if anything happens, because he's coming off an Achilles injury. He is 40 years old, or going to be 40 years old.
The move wasn't like there was no plan B.
No, it wasn't. There was not.
There was no plan B.
That
was a clear move. Let's get Aaron Rodgers wants to win a chip right now to cap off his career. Mm-hmm. we have a 2-year window, 3-year window. Let's win a chip now with Aaron Rodgers.
Facts.
It was very, very clear when they did it, and that was everyone's intention. No one's intention was he's going to have an Achilles injury.
Fourth play.
The fourth play. Literally, the first fucking 5 to 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, not even. It should have been an over-under.
No, 4 or 5 minutes, real time. Yeah. Not game time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, facts. 4 or 5 minutes of, like, real life time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it was over. So, I mean, they still banking on him,
mm-hmm.
So we'll see what they're going to do with that. I think if they can get an offensive lineman in the draft, a decent one at that 10th pick, I think they should go for that. If not, I think they should try to get another offensive skill position, maybe another wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? To go with Garrett Wilson. You know, for the
extra hand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna need some help, and you got Aaron Rodgers.
He
so
doesn't,
you're ready.
and you don't have to necessarily have like some super big name. You need a utility hands.
Yeah, well, I mean, they went with Cobb, they went with Lazard, they did what Aaron Rodgers did. Fucking Lazard ain't been doing shit.
Yeah,
he shit the bed.
Mhm.
You know, he was done, and he needed to fucking, and he ain't do none of that. He ain't do none of that. He had an ample opportunity to prove that he's a solid wide receiver in the game. You know, because all the top wide receivers, it doesn't matter the quarterback.
You know what?
Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, you know, Andre Johnson. List could go on and on of beautiful, top-notch wide receivers that had horrible quarterbacks and still did they thing.
How long did they sign Lazard?
Mike Evans, huh?
How long is this contract?
Who?
It was just a one-off.
Who?
Lazard.
No, I think he saw like a 2 or 3 year deal. He's time
Probably why.
Anticipating the length of the deal of playing with Rodgers.
But also the thing is probably in the locker room, it's hard for Aaron Rodgers to fucking say anything. You know what I mean? Like leadership wise, you know, like that's like you got to be on people. Like you expect people to be a certain way when they join a fucking team, and you got to hold them accountable for that. You know?
And I think because Aaron Rodgers was there, they already just kind of like fuck the season.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like you can't just do that.
Yeah,
you can't just do that because I mean, y'all still finished 7-10. There was other games that y'all lost that y'all probably could have won.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
I mean,
now you all in on Rodgers again. You gotta fulfill that shit, or it's gonna go down as one of the worst moves in history in the NFL.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I just don't think that that's gonna come instantly from one big name. I think they need a bunch of utility hands. They like literally have like proven utility hands. I don't know anyone off the top, but like in general, that's usually the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
You have the stars in place. All you need is the role players, you know, to fill those empty spaces.
Yeah.
You know,
to put the team together to make that move.
Exactly.
Because
and they come in.
The goal is the goal.
You tell them their job,
Mm-hmm.
and they do that job. They go in, they accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, and that's all they need to do. You know.
Well, hopefully they could get that together. Hopefully they could do that for the Jets because I mean they do have a big opportunity. If Aaron Rodgers, my bad, but just to say if Aaron Rodgers comes back and it's still Aaron Rodgers, that's it.
But they have the defense. You know, now it really is all about the offense. You know, you are right. Like you can't hold the hands accountable when the arm isn't there.
Or
you know, like
shout out to my pops being in the building.
Yeah, when fucking this kid or whatever doesn't have the arm and he's not throwing, you know, well, and he's not connecting on passes, it has less to do with the hands and more to do with the arm. You know, and when Aaron Rodgers gets immediately fucking injured, that removes the arm from the equation, and all you have is the defense.
Yeah. And the defense was able to hold it down for them.
Win them games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you gotta fucking you gotta do something.
Yeah. So like as long as the arm is you can't say he has to come back. He has to like literally show up and at least serve the rest of this shit if they expect to get anything out of this, like
out of this
Aaron
deal.
Rodgers.
Out of the situation. All right, well, let's get to the G-Men now.
G-Men?
G-Men. They fired, well, within the last week, it looks like they fired all of their fucking Wink Martindale, and he gets fired, the defensive coordinator. So there was looking like there was problems with Dable, and what he's doing in the building, which I don't know if I didn't really see that on the field. I thought that they was, you know, pretty decent with the play calling at times. You know, some things was questionable, but you know, once they lost Daniel Jones, it was kind of hard for them to recover to be anything competitive on the field moving forward. But now they have the 6th pick. Shout out to my man Swizz, because I'm with him. Like I would strongly consider taking that 6th pick and going to Chicago and be like, yo, what up? We give you the 6th pick. Let us get Fields. Let us get Justin Fields.
Can we have a quick conversation? Because we completely missed this while the show was off.
What?
Let's talk about DeVito real quick.
DeVito did his thing. But then he got too gassed. He got gassed out. Then he was trying to overcharge for fucking thing.
You know what I feel? They're trying to make it like an Italian Insanity type of situation.
Yeah, he did. Yo, the Paisans was out there.
Do you not
They
get
was
like
out
a
there.
like an overhyped
everybody was
media
like this with
reel
the
type
shit.
of situation?
Uh-huh.
You know, like all I'm reading for fucking like weeks is this about this
Shout out
fucking
Switch.
kid's goddamn fucking agent that looks like, I don't know, like an Italian Michael Jackson. All right, like he looked like he has like the craziest like facial shit going on. You know, like crazy like plastic surgery and shit. You know,
he wasn't built for it. He got a good opportunity. He did his little thing. He rode a little wave. He got his little insanity, but that was it. I don't know if he'll ever really be a starting quarterback in the league. Maybe a backup at best. I mean, he did have some good moments, but he wasn't really shit.
No?
Yeah, don't talk to Vito. DeVito's done.
Yeah, you think it's done?
He's done.
Okay.
But like I said, we should really think about going to Chicago and possibly trying to get Justin Fields for that 6th pick. I mean, Daniel Jones, where we did pay him mad bread, we already know that we fucked it up. We already fucked it up. He won. That's top 5 in the building.
Top 5?
Johnny 5 in the building. We got Conan, Frank in the building. Shout out to everybody. Watch the live right now. We live on YouTube. You can talk in. You could also call in if you want. The number is posted on the live on the YouTube. But I would go to them. I mean, Daniel Jones, like, he's knee injury and 2 neck injuries. Now, you know, those are significant injuries where he hasn't really played a full season. He was able to do something for that one season where he did win us a playoff game. So he does look like he has the capability to do that. But you need to be on the field. And if you're not going to be able to be on the field all season, I mean, why not take the chance? I mean, this guy Justin Fields has proven that he's a mobile quarterback. He can make the plays. He's meant to be in the league.
And he's durable.
Chicago Bears have the 1st pick, and it looks like they're going to take the quarterback. Caleb Williams, Drake May, one of them, probably Caleb Williams. So it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You have this opportunity. You have to get equity back. We do have like the 6th or 7th pick. Why not give it up and try to get it? You know what I'm saying? They talking shit. They talking shit. But I feel like, you know, you should do that. Or if not, then, you know, try to move up, you know, try to get maybe like if the first 2 picks is going to be quarterbacks, then, you know, Marvin Harrison at the 3rd pick would be, you know, a good move. You know, if you can move up and try to get the 3rd pick and get Harrison Jr., like, that's a stud. Yeah. He looked like he's clear number 1. Like, we need that.
Word.
Barkley, Saquon, we going to see about him. Because, I mean, the Giants also got to own the fact that they fucked up that move. They probably should have signed Saquon and gave what's the shit? The tag. They should have tagged Daniel Jones instead of tagging Saquon, you know, franchise tagging. So they should have signed Saquon because right about now he's got the biggest, he's the best player on the team.
Yeah.
He's the best player on the team on the offensive side of the ball. And we need him to keep everything we're doing all offense together.
Give him the
you know? Yeah, because if not, then you win a whole rebuild all over again. For that, then you should fire Dable, you should fire the whole regime and start all over again.
Facts.
Franchise tag. Thank you. Manolo in the building, UPS in the building. You already know. But that's what I feel about the G-Men. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do. They got some big decisions in the offseason to hopefully put a competitive team on the field. Mm-hmm. You know, they're in a different position than the Jets. The Jets already got this MVP type of quarterback in place, you know, so they're going to be riding that way.
How do you feel about the coaching situation right now? Like
with the Giants?
Yeah.
I think I believe in Dable. I think he's a good coach. I think Sheen is a good GM. I think they'll be able to get it together if the regime that they were looking forward to do is not up there. But Belichick. That's another one.
Listen, Marv was hating on it when we were chatting.
When we were talking about it.
Yeah.
He's a former Giant. Shout out Manolo.
Not even former Giant. 11 fucking years he coached here.
Yeah, hell yeah. And was part of those 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he went from 79 79 to
Patriots.
90.
Yeah,
You know, like he was here.
yeah,
So like he's definitely a G-man at heart, bro.
yeah.
I can't say he gave us those chips. He did it, but like it got to be bittersweet for him that like the Giants at all teams beat him twice.
Yeah,
you know,
facts, and the undefeated season.
Yep.
But I mean, when you think about it, I mean, the other thing about with also Pete Carroll getting fired and some other candidates out there, you're not gonna have this type of coaching pool probably ever in for another couple of years. So I mean, if you really was gonna take that and make that move, like Belichick got to be all in.
Yeah.
But the Giants got to believe in Belichick. Like you got to, the Maras and them, they got to give him full control of what he's gonna do. And I don't think they really want to do that. So that's why I don't know if they'll go. I don't know if they'll go after Belichick. Belichick looks like he'll probably go to San Diego.
Yeah, he's gonna go somewhere warm.
I think he deserved that after all the time in his fucking cold areas.
Yeah,
Coughlin is done, bro. Tom Coughlin, shout out my bong. Well, my bong is named Tom Coughlin.
Coughlin was old. Tom Coughlin was older than fucking Belichick was. Yeah, they're like old proteges. Like they worked together for fucking ever. Like they assisted under each other or worked as assistants with each other. So like, I mean, but Coughlin's older. Like Belichick actually got a little bit of youth in him still. I mean, he looks raggedy, but he's always fucking looked raggedy. Like when has he not looked raggedy, bro?
Word. So that's it for the NFL, bro. Beautiful season. Playoffs is here.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited.
Be a man.
Be a fucking
You already know. We gonna get into these motherfucking Knicks and Dimes.
Knicks and Dimes.
Getting right into the NBA. Knicks and Dimes. We gotta talk the whole trade, man. We gotta talk the whole fucking trade. First, I want to say shout out to Quickly and shout out to Barry. Everybody knows I'm a Duke fan at heart, man. I've been loving Duke for forever. So RJ has a special piece,
I had a bigger, yeah. No, I feel
yeah, for me. I didn't know what was the right word, but that's what it was.
I would probably say, out of the two of those, where it hurts the most is it hurts on the IQ, like with IQ.
Nah, because Quickly's the future, man. I mean, RJ, as much as I wanted to give him his props and keep on giving him his chances and whatnot, the reality is that he is 5 years already into the league, even though he is the number 3 pick. But he didn't add any more things to the bag, bro. Like, everybody was talking about his ceiling going higher, but his ceiling might have already tapped out to where it is right now. And that's where the difference is. You know what I'm saying?
No, totally. Like,
RJ.
Like, IQ became the sixth man. You know what I mean? Like, he was the best man off the bench for our team. But he wanted to be a starter. So there was no way of him coexisting on this team with Brunson.
Not because of the point guard role that he plays.
And like, we didn't match what he wanted. Like number wise, like we didn't match what he wanted, and he's gonna get that back. He's gonna get that starting position elsewhere. He wants to be a starter. He doesn't want to be Lou Williams. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't want to be that guy. You know, like, and I don't blame him. You know, he got one of the sweetest fucking floaters in the fucking game, bro.
Nah, facts. Shout out to Johnny 5. I gotta give him his props that fucking he was right about RJ. But that's still my dookie. So whatever, pause. So quick though, like, but them not extending him, I think that was the plan going into the season, to use him as a trade piece. They didn't extend him.
Absolutely.
So they knew that some teams might be interested in him. Why not try to make a move and try to get that player?
It made sense. It makes sense for both fucking teams.
Yeah.
All right. Both teams won that trade. That quintessentially might have been the most solid fucking trade in the last, 5 years of the NBA, where both teams won the fucking trade. Both teams were like,
agree with that.
Both teams are like, yeah, you can't put any other trade going, down. We got OG Anunoby, and he does everything that we wanted RJ to do.
Yo, especially on the defensive side and the shooting.
defensive side.
He's a corner threes. He's been banging all of those. Defensively, he's mad long. Pause. Like he got like a 7-foot fucking wingspan. He could guard multiple positions and basically every team's best player. He came in with Minnesota. He guarded Anthony Edwards. Then we played New Orleans. He was guarding Brandon Ingram all fucking game. We played mad teams, all the top players.
His defense is elite.
Mm-hmm.
Elite. It puts him into an elite category. You know, when it comes out defensively, plus minus. When it comes out of plus minus, he's one of the highest in the plus fucking category.
Word.
That's it. That plays in the NBA because of his fucking defense.
As a matter of fact, his second game with the Knicks, he had a plus minus 35. And RJ Barrett's entire time as a Knick, he never got a plus minus over 30. So I mean, evidently, it was exactly what we needed.
Immediately starts playing off-ball offense. RJ never played off-ball offense.
Yeah.
RJ sat there and would run to the fucking corner, switch, fucking hook around maybe, but never drive to the fucking hoop on some shit that he didn't fucking start.
Without the ball.
Yeah, if he didn't start it, he's not driving to the hoop.
Word. Yeah. So we're going to see.
So it makes sense. You send RJ
but
home.
a W was a W last night.
RJ goes home.
Give us the W.
He's one of the best Canadian basketball players. He plays for the
Toronto,
Canada's fucking team. Like national team. He should be playing in Toronto. He gets to go home. He's fucking from Toronto. So he goes home, and then they get quickly, which is a elite, like future elite point guard.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them, and then we get what we need. Like he fills that space that we wanted RJ to fill.
Facts. Now he did, and no, but you know what? He also fit the system of what Tibbs does, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Bro, you talking about
he's a defensive guru. He struggles offensively. That's why he always has these minutes problems with his best players offensively, because he feels like, well, if I have Julius Randle and he's playing 30-something minutes a game, he has to drop 30 points. He has to drop 20-something. He has to get a double-double. He's playing so much time that, it's eventually going to fall to him. But OG's gonna come through, but we still missing a piece, man. We still missing a piece. What OG has done is really solidified the defensive side of the ball in being able to compete with these teams that have this so-called superstar, which they don't even want to give Brunson the love and giving him that superstar fame, because he really is nice. As you could see last night, shout out to the chat, tune in right now on YouTube live, the Jones Hour.
But yeah.
Brunson didn't play yesterday. We almost did lose to Memphis, but we did hold it down. McBride did do his thing. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. So he filled in that spot, and he's seeing that opportunity as now this new role being available. Oh, Florida in the building, 7:30 in the building. Yo, you got to come back through, man. You got to come back through on the show. But
for real though,
Jalen Brunson is that type of superstar type player, man. Like he has better numbers than Steph Curry.
All right,
if Steph Curry is a superstar,
absolutely.
Right now he has better numbers than Steph Curry.
But I want to expose this real quick. Both Brunson and OG both have the same agent. They both have Sam Rose, Leon Rose's fucking son.
No, I know.
As their agent.
I know.
So we can't have. I understand that Leon is the president of the Knicks. We can't have a full just Sam Rose fucking squad. I'm sorry. Like we have to coexist somewhat with other fucking.
Well, that's what I'm talking about in terms of getting another player. And so I'm hoping they could get DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray is what we need to make us a serious championship contender.
God,
serious champion contender right now, immediately. If we could I'd give up Quentin Grimes.
And then if you could
I'd give up Evan Fournier. I'd give up Jericho Sims. I'd try to get Capella back with it, and I'd give him like 4 first-round picks. And done deal.
All right, so
right now.
DeJounte, the only reason why
DeJounte Murray
I'm iffy on
Capella.
him, all right, is because of his play with the Hawks. And I know for a fact he went into the Hawks and fucking Trey did not want him there.
No,
he went there. Trey was like, "Nah, motherfucker, you are not gonna be a face. I'm the face of this." Let me
Go ahead. No, I'm
finish.
letting you finish.
His two-way game completely depleted.
Mhm.
He went from being an A grade
In the
player
Spurs.
to being a B grade player, bro.
I think that what you're saying does have some relevance, but
Because
that's not.
It's not like he doesn't play defense. So what I'm saying is like with the
Yeah,
proper
but that's-
coaching,
Go ahead.
DeJounte will be fire with the Knicks, bro. The fucking dude would be so ill. And if he played for us, he would be 10 times better than he is on the fucking Hawks right now.
Yeah, nah. If he's with us, I'm saying because what you're saying with Trae Young, that's not the issue in New York. There's no big head, gassed up players or anything like that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they role. DeJounte Murray will come here, fill that 2 spot, immediately start. DiVincenzo now would go to the bench where he probably would be that 6-man role where he could get that instant offense, banging threes.
Pocket three fucking shooter, bro. Yeah.
You don't want to really talk about defense, but the reality is that that's what Tibbs is about. So Tibbs is all defense, and he prides the defensive play that's going to transition to get offensive.
But I'm saying
points
like,
in the
the
big scheme of things.
DeJounte Murray, when it comes down to he's the defensive side, pre-Hawks was fucking phenomenal compared to what he is.
And he would still be that.
Yeah.
I feel like he still has the ability to do that, and he hasn't done that.
That has a lot to do with coaching.
Atlanta.
Has a lot to do with fucking coaching.
Yeah, but Tibbs,
he don't play that shit.
Question him. I question his rotation at times. I question some of his movements in terms of substituting, but I can't take that away from him, and he does get that. So, like I said, I'd give up Quentin Grimes. I'd give up Jericho Sims. I'd give up Evan Fournier for money to match, and 3 first-round picks, maybe even 4 if they throw in Capella, and I will get Capella and fucking
It's funny though.
But Capella comes here and he comes off the bench because Hartenstein is motherfucking killing. Shout out fucking Hartenstein, Frankenstein, whatever the fuck you want to call him, because my man's is putting in fucking work.
No, you're right.
He's
bro.
putting in fucking work, son.
Berenstein
20 rebounds
Bears
again
over here,
last
bro.
night.
Yeah.
20 rebounds again last night. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Yeah, no. Next level shit. He's filling those Mitch shoes very well, bro.
What is who average?
Well.
Oh, Young? Yeah, Young averaged that, but what Young is averaging for Atlanta is not equivalating to fucking is not equivalating to W's. We're gonna check the standings because I have it up right now.
No one's talking about the Hawks.
The Hawks are 15 and 23.
No one's talking about
15 and
Young's
23, 11.
numbers.
Not even in the play.
The problem with the Hawks, or the problem in general with Trae Young, is that he can't coexist with other good fucking players. That just is what it is, bro.
Word.
He needs a backup big, and that's all he fucking needs. And he needs refs that get along with his fucking play style. That's it. That's how he was successful. He got away with dumb fucking fouls. Was one of the most fouled fucking players ever in the NBA, and he had fucking a solid fucking big that like played well and was like the backup star. And then as soon as he gets another star, he fucking fumbles the fucking bag because he can't coexist with someone else.
Yeah, well, that's why he want to be out. That's why he need to come over here, my man DeJounte. That's why he need to come over here. But what the fuck is he saying this? I just had him. Let's go. But as we look around the rest of the NBA, I think we could end Knicks and Dimes right there.
Knicks and Dimes.
Sponsored by us.
Sponsored by us, motherfucker.
Oh, shout out Young Gabe. Young Gabe, my nephew in the building. We're going to go through the rest of the NBA because, I mean, the top 3 we'll stay in the Eastern Conference. The top 3 is still like Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, and Pacers, we're going to see what they do because I got actually Halliburton on my fantasy. So he's been out, and he's out to January 25th.
Yes.
So we're going to see what's going to happen with that if something, maneuvers with them, even though they're 9-1 in their last 10. They've been true shockers. I mean, also is Orlando. Banchero's been killing.
I rescind what my statements were last year about Orlando Magic being one of the worst development teams.
Yeah. I mean, they got young and they made some good moves and they got some nice players, some nice young boys there.
Yeah,
they making noise, man.
Yeah,
Cole Anthony, they moved Cole Anthony to the bench, so he's leading that second unit, putting in pain. Like, I mean, they looking good. They at the 8th seed. Cavs, I don't believe in the Cavs. I feel like the Knicks will move ahead of them. We just got 2 games in hand. We 23-16, they 22-15. So we'll see what happens. But we sitting at the 6th seed.
They just play less
Yeah.
games than us. That's all that means, bro.
Yeah, that's it. So that we might be
won
able to
more
jump
games.
them. Yeah, we might be able to jump them. We might be able to jump them in a game or 2. Trae Young, fuck Trae Young though. He might be a Nick killer, but he ain't getting W's right now. He ain't getting W's with that style of play. So
Rat Boy had a season,
let's-
bro.
yeah,
I give him that. Rat Boy had a season.
let DeJounte come to the Knicks, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yo, who's his agent? The dude that smashed in on Adele. Rich Paul.
That's clutch.
Clutch, whatever. Clutch Sports. Rich Paul. That dude. He need to put his issues aside with Leon Rose and the management of the Knicks and get to this bag and let that happen. Nobody might be able to beat the Knicks, but if we get DeJounte Murray, I mean the Celtics, we could beat the Celtics.
Right.
We get DeJounte Murray, we could beat the Celtics. I'm going on record right now. Don't make me put on my Jones Stradamus, nigga. I'm not going to do it right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, that is definitely a possibility. Let's get into the Western Conference now.
Okay.
Minnesota and OKC. I mean, crazy. Those are the 1 and 2 seeds with the same exact record. In the West, 27-11. I mean, Nuggets is 3rd. Clippers is shocking people. I mean,
I saw.
Can they
OKC
stay healthy?
being strong. What? The
Nah.
Clippers.
Well, Chet.
The Clippers won. It's just going to be a short amount of time before the Clippers are the number 1 seed in the West Coast. Like the Western Conference. That's
a bold statement.
I mean,
That's bold.
All right, the way that you
I
put it,
think
there's no other team that has 3 superstar players that average over 40% 3-point shooting. All right, that are literally the most elite catch and shoot stars, and they made it work, bro. Like they're crushing right now.
I have no problem with that. My problem is, can they stay healthy?
Yeah,
for the whole season.
I
That's
think so.
what I think they're good. Like, not a load management. I mean, load management is soft as it is. Like, I don't really fuck with it. I think it's like everybody played 82 games. Like, people are paying to come to the fucking games to watch.
You
get
right,
paid millions of fucking dollars.
You
don't need a fucking day off.
But
take a nap, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, Kawhi's
you know what I'm saying? Don't
go
to when you in Miami, don't go to the strip club. When you in Houston, don't go to the strip clubs, motherfucker.
That you're talking about.
You know
Kawhi.
what I'm saying? I'm talking about just all players in general with the time management shit. But I'm talking about the Clippers and legit injuries. Like, Paul George has been injured. Kawhi Leonard has been injured. You know what I'm saying? James Harden has been a head case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, any weekend he could be back.
He's made it work, bro. They made it work. They're
25-13. They at the 4th seed, but like you said, they're gonna be the 1. I'm saying, like, I think that all depends if they're gonna be healthy.
They're literally the Miami Heat of that's the Miami Heat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about number wise, they might actually even be better than the Miami Heat.
Well, you talking like LeBron Miami Heat?
Yeah, because if you're talking about a big 3,
yeah, I mean, maybe.
If you're talking about like in the terms of big 3, all right, Kawhi, PG, and fucking James Harden, bro.
No, it's crazy, but
monster numbers,
can
bro.
they stay healthy?
You're talking about 3 players that average over 20 fucking points.
Yeah, it's trash. The load management is trash. I swear. You already know.
Yeah, that's besides the point. I understand that, but they've been proven where they are right now. Like they've been fucking crushing it right now.
Yeah.
All right. Their record stands. They're at 4th because they didn't figure it out early.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just give them some fucking time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But
they got to figure it out.
Shocking at the top. That is Minnesota and OKC.
But you are right with that. I could definitely see one of them just getting injured and the whole thing.
And it could be over. Yep. The Nuggets and Jokic, you already know what that's going to be. But then you got the 5th as the Kings, who's like, they're looking like they're legit. They were shocking people last year, and they maintained that with Sabonis and Fox and the rest of them boys. I think they're a legit team to watch out for. Pelicans, I mean, they're another one based on injury with BI and Zion. Both players being injured often. You know, McCollum is doing his thing.
Oh yeah, they want Zion.
Yeah. Dallas is 7. You know, Luka, that boy. I mean, Knicks, man, we should have fucking took that game, man. That's one thing I also want to say, bro. We got to take advantage of teams like we was talking earlier about Memphis having players out and we almost lost. No, if they got players out, that's got to be an automatic W. We went into Dallas and playing against a Luka-less Mavericks team, which, you know, shout out Kyrie. He still is, you know, he know how to put the ball in the basket, especially at the crunch time. That's something that we've always lacked as a Knicks team for a long time. But they didn't have Luka. We were supposed to go in there and make them pay for that, and we didn't. We cut it to 1 point. It was 121, 120 at the end of the game, and then we gave it up. We gave it up, and they banged the three, or they hit an N1 and took it to 124, 120, and it was game over.
Mhm.
And we wasn't able to recover from that. But we should have smacked Dallas when we had the chance. But you know, Dallas 23-17. You know, the East fall off is a lot bigger. When you look at the standings, you know, you have 21-18 as the 8th seed, and then 19-22 as the 9th seed, 16-22 as the 10th seed.
Yeah, the West Coast.
That's in the East Coast. But the West Coast, you know, the 10th seed is at 500.
Mhm.
You know, the Lakers is 19-21 at the 11. Warriors 18-21 at 12. I feel like those two teams at any time they could get it together.
Yeah.
You know, and make a run. I mean, Spurs gonna be shitty. Portland gonna be shitty. Grizzlies now. John Morant fucking out for the season, shoulder surgery, so he's gonna be done. So I think they're gonna be done. But the Warriors, Lakers, and at the 12 seed and up, that whole thing could flip flop. That whole thing could flip flop.
Facts.
You
I mean,
know?
I'm speculative. Like
I mean, it's just 5.5 games separating the 5th seed to the 12th seed in the Western Conference. So I mean, it's still mad early. I mean, we didn't get to the All-Star break, but you know, just some things to look out for. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do something new. We're gonna get into this hip hop of the week. This week in hip hop. I mean, actually, it's gonna be a little bit more than a week because of how long we've been off. But we're gonna talk about some shit this week in hip hop. And actually give some 2023 shout out at the same time. First, Fab dropping a new mixtape. Shout out Fab. It looks like that. He got that Thanksgiving song that dropped over the holidays. I think man, every time, you know, Fab's wordplay is crazy, bro. When he spits bars, man, like his shit is off the hook. You know, so shout out to him. I'm looking forward to any new material that comes out from Fab, because every time he drops something, it's automatically a banger. When he comes through for in the summer, he basically always he always gives us one song almost every summer, like just a throwaway.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, you could tell like he was just chilling with his people. They was like, yo, let's go to the studio. He made a track real quick and threw it out, and like that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So hopefully
Just
we
put
get
in
some
some
more. Yeah. So hopefully we get some more material from Fab dropping soon. Rock the Bells, shout out LL and Rock the Bells. They named Shook One's Part 2 Mobb Deep as the greatest hip hop beat of all time. Greatest hip hop beat of all time. Shook One's Part 2 Mobb Deep. I have 10 tracks. I got 10 tracks that are beats, pure hip hop. Nothing, no real commercial shit. Some of them might have had a commercial time, but not really. That I feel are the best, or one of the best, or could be named in the best hip hop beats of all time.
Okay.
All right. Now, Ant, I know you a music guru,
So
I want you to really, you know, be real and like whether you agree or not. I got 10 tracks in no particular order. I don't know what's the best or not. I can't make that type of judgment. But definitely, I got a Nas, New York State of Mind.
Okay.
Nas, DJ Premier produced that. Jay-Z, Can I Live, off the Reasonable Doubt. It was sampled from the Dead President's movie. So if you ever seen the Dead President's movie, in the pool scene where he beats his ass with the pool stick, that song that's playing in the background is basically the beat that's on the Jay-Z Can I Live. Most Def, Miss Fat Booty.
Okay.
Another beat that I feel is,
How you doing?
you know what I'm saying? CNN, Banned from TV. Pharrell. I mean, no, not Pharrell. That's Swiss Beats
Okay.
on that. Banned from TV. That's one track that I've just always loved. The Realist, Mobb Deep, with Cool G Rap.
Okay.
50 Cent did a remake on that. Above the Clouds, DJ Premier, Inspector Deck on that. Cream, Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Explosive, Dr. Dre,
Mhm.
one of my favorite beats of all time. Also, and What You Saying, EPMD.
I really all of those valid.
Valid?
But
Thank you.
I can name 20 fucking songs that are like crazy good beats. You know what
Just
I mean?
like that, right?
I don't understand.
It's hard.
I don't know. It's not even hard. I don't understand how the hell they pinpointed this is the one. This is
Right.
the best. You know?
Mhm.
It's very hard to say. Like they apparently had a panel for this.
Yeah,
So
they had a panel. Yeah.
I have no idea how the hell they came up with that.
Like,
you
what was the
know?
criteria involved in
Yeah.
making that decision?
There's
No,
tons
I agree with you.
There's tons of beats that I fucking love that I think are like crazy ill that I in my head are timeless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Tribe.
not even Tribe. I would say, Big and Eminem. Boom, boom.
The Dead Wrong shit?
Dead Wrong. Fucking
Right.
Dead Wrong. Amazingly good beat.
Mhm.
John Blaze.
Oh yeah, with Fat Joe and Raekwon and
That's
Nas.
one of my
that shit
favorite
was hard.
fucking beats ever,
Yeah.
bro. So
Hell yeah.
like, I just don't understand how like you have like how you could pinpoint exactly what beat you like, you know, is the best. You know, it's just it's the same thing with saying a song. You know,
Right.
like I could, it's easier for me to go by artist and be
Yeah.
like, this is the best artist because you can look at their catalog, you can look at what they've done, and it's the sample size is way larger.
Yeah.
Except for just one specific piece of like audio. You know, like you're talking about the fucking beat. You know, like.
Yeah, no, I know. But you know what? When they said Shook Ones as it, I wasn't really mad at it.
You can't.
I wasn't really mad at it. I was like, you know what?
cannot
You could say that.
Yeah.
You could do that. But I don't know if they I don't know if that's it though.
It is timeless though.
It is. No, it is.
You could play Shook Ones in a Michelin star restaurant, like a hit Michelin star restaurant,
or a bar mitzvah.
People were like, okay, this bangs. And at a bar mitzvah, you can do anything, you know. Like if people playing video games in the background, you know, like
Mazel
if
tov.
I could dance and shit, like hey, you know, like it's timeless, you know. So they are right about that.
Word. So we see. Those are my picks for the beats. Just want to get into some other things for 2023, and you know, shout out to J. Cole for 2023 because I mean, he bodied every track that he featured on.
Yeah.
He went on a run. He went on a run for 2023, and anybody that allowed him on their track got bodied. So I got to shout him.
In my eye, he sits at the top right now, bro.
Yeah, he really is. That's it. But I also got to shout out Benny the Butcher, man. He dropped a lot of music. I feel like he's coming to make a statement, you know, with the amount of music that he's gonna be dropping and trying to make a DMX run that DMX did with Def Jam when he first dropped. I feel like that Benny the Butcher said that he wanted to do that, and I feel like I believe him. I feel like that's what he's gonna do, and he's been putting out quality music. Like if you really, you know, fuck with the hip hop, you know, I feel like he's one of those right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those. Like if you want to get away from like the normal mainstream sound that everybody's hearing, you know what I'm saying? His is a little bit different, and I fuck with that. You know. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to some of the females in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think females in hip hop this year were able to solidify their own type of lane and probably got a lot more of the radio play in 2023 than the males did.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is clear. I think when you've seen Ice Spice over the summer, Doja Cat, which I think she has an artistic talent, Doja Cat, especially when you hear some of the samples from the songs that she's on.
Yeah,
Lola Brooks,
she's been doing a thing for a while.
Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj dropped, which I think, say what you want to say, Nicki do got bars though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she
respects the craft. Bro.
Yeah, she definitely did had a time, when she was selling that she might have had a little more mainstream. But I think that was more like just trying to relate to that younger audience of what was around and what she was putting out. But that's not going to take anything away from the bars that she got. You know what I'm saying? She got bars.
She grew
and
up.
even Lotto.
She grew
Lotto
up
dropped
being a fan of bars, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's
facts.
how she came into it, bro. So.
Word. But you know what? As I mentioned, all of those, and I give Doja Cat her props on being artistic. I give Nicki her bars. I even give Lotto a little bit of props on the artistic forefront. The other names that I mentioned is like, what's the message really though that you're putting out there in hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand what Little Kim did and everything like that, but there still was a little bit of a lyrical talent that I seen with Little Kim or Foxy Brown that was doing it back then with that kind of like raunchy rap that you maybe want to call it. But now, I mean, I just can't get it. Maybe it's, you know what? It also could just be me, bro. It could be me getting older. Like when we was listening to.
I'm glad you're bringing this up.
No, when we were listening to Nas and Wu-Tang and like our like parents listening to that and being like, man, that's not fucking music. What are you listening to? You know what I'm saying? And we're there like, what? This is the hottest shit ever. And now we're that older generation in listening to this new drill rap, which is got the kids and the young boys like hooked, like, oh no, this is the fire shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm transitioning to that. I mean, I still like music and I still will bump some of that shit because I'm just a fan of hip hop and I give them their props and whatnot. But I do miss the lack of the message that's in music, bro. I really do miss that, bro. Like there was a purpose. And now I feel like the purpose is just the bag. You know what I'm saying? When before the purpose was, uplifting and putting a spotlight on some of the things that go on in the hood that maybe the average person that wouldn't really know about, but can only relate through it to the music of what's being dropped. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that comes and goes though. Like,
yeah, well, I miss it though. But I miss it though. I mean, because our radio station is saturated. As somebody that drives an old car and don't got a Bluetooth shit and gotta listen to whatever the fuck is on the radio, like this is what I gotta fucking tolerate. You know what I'm saying?
It got its recent burn. You know what I mean? It's not like the last wave of shit that we had, like especially pop shit, like rap wise, successful pop like rap music. Like you could say like Tyler the Creator owned it, and like and fucking Chance, and like the people that are around them, like own the shit out of that, or the SoundCloud wave, or any of those fucking people. That's like mad DIY, like what we have now is super flashy fucking industry shit, like there's just waves of it, bro. Like
well, hopefully
we'll get it. We'll get back to that. And then the people that did get big, they're not dead. Like the people that got big off of that, not all of them are dead. Like there's a lot of music you can still listen to.
No, I listen to a lot of the old music. I know, and I try to listen to more of the newer music. But I'm just saying, like us being hip hop heads, we're not so quick to be judgmental. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you listen. We're gonna listen and take into account of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I give it a
the
chance.
other people that are not knowing about that and just listening to more of the mainstream and what's coming out, you know what I'm saying? The message that they're getting is, is a little bit different, and it's kind of like inducive with the times with all of the violence that you're getting. I mean, and I'm not gonna blame hip hop and violence. I'm not gonna go that route. I'm not gonna say that shit because there's violence in every city, in every country, and everywhere in the world. So that has nothing to do with hip hop or whatever like that. But you know, music is influential, bro. Music is influential, and there are times where you could probably correlate some of those times with some of the music that was coming out. You know what I'm saying? And the changes that it made. And right now, this is a down change when it comes to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's evident in our music, and we need to try to get that back. I love Nas and shit like that, and I'm happy he's still doing it at 50. But I want somebody like like J. Cole doing what he do, but more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
More of that type of music. And that's just me. That's my personal thing. Other people are entitled to like what they like and all of that shit. Every week, you could hopefully want to fucking tune in with us and tell us how you feel about your music and shit like that. But this is what it is, man. This week in hip hop, this is how I feel. And how do you feel?
I feel good about it, I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I stopped being a sourpuss about shit. After realizing that shit just comes in waves.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get generational gaps all the fucking time, and sounds sonically in general are gonna constantly fucking change. You
Right.
know, like things are gonna get popular, and in our world, this is not new. When something hits, there's going to be fucking 5, 6, 10, 20, maybe sometimes if it really, really hits, 100 different versions of that, you know, where people are trying to hit the same exact way and ride that wave where everyone is. People also don't like change.
No.
So those same
I'm
kids that were part of that wave are want to stay in this wave. And they're gonna look at it like nah. So it's gonna be relevant until they get fucking old, and then there's another wave after it. You know, and maybe that's like super fucking dancey or some shit. You know what I mean? Maybe it's super conscious. Like we
I love the conscious rap.
Like you never know where the fuck it's gonna go. But it is what it is. You kind of have to ride it out. But you yourself as a listener, it's not like your artist went anywhere. Like your favorite artist is still here, still doing their thing, unless something happened to them. Unless they retired. That's what it is. Like you can't put it. I don't know. Especially with the female shit, I think you're more or less saying that, especially because you said it because it was what Doja Cat and Lotto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like those are like the two that don't sell their body.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they in the videos selling their body, but I mean the lyrics and what they're saying, like.
But also like,
but it's also they're doing it in a way that's a little more clever. When you hear a Doja Cat song, even though it might be having some sort of like sexual innuendos,
I wouldn't say Doja Cat is over sexualized.
No,
you know what I mean.
She blew up making a song about a cow.
Yeah.
No. That's not it. It's different.
It's definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
So like I give her fucking props. Like
no. That's why I said she do got a talent. Like I'm just all about the message of hip hop, bro. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
That's it. That's why we're gonna talk a lot about this every week now, because it's gonna be our new segment with the music.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of artists that we do be bringing onto the show every week, that we could try to get some of their opinion on some of the matters that we're gonna have throughout the season. Shout out us, season 4, episode 1. You already know we in the fucking building. And if you missed the live on YouTube or IG, you can always check us out on the Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Audible. Just search the Jones Hour.
Facts.
I'm just gonna go through some other things that happened in 2023, and then we're gonna end with something that just happened recently for the 2024, and keep it at that. Some of the trending things that happened last year. That submarine that imploded, that was crazy. Hawaii had those fires, which was like totally fucked up.
Yeah, those people that land back, bro.
Yeah, I think, we got to also pay attention to what's going on around the world. I mean, there's so many fucking natural disasters happening on, like, flooding, earthquakes, mudslides, all of this shit. Like it's really the earth, Mother Nature, man. That's one bitch not to fuck with, bro. Shit is real deal. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the 2024, probably more things. Can we change the norm of mass shootings in America? Can we change that? Can we stop having mass shootings every week? Can we not go? Can we go a week where a school or a business or some church doesn't get shot up and multiple people are injured or died because of some race or some bullying or some other type of fucked up situation that it caused it to happen? You know what I'm saying? Can we stop that? Can we live a little more peacefully in America?
Toxic
Can we
gun
not be
culture.
so fucking greedy and actually spread some of the wealth to actually trickle down to the people that need it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? Can we end this Gaza shit?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Bro.
Like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but like, Israelis, like, they're fucked up, bro.
I don't know. I honestly don't want to get into that right now.
Let's not get into it.
Because that's a long conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that. You're talking about an economy that's built itself off of defense systems, cameras, CCTV, technologies, prison systems. Their main export their main exports are literally mainly provide warfare material. So when your money that's coming in is made off of other people's war, they want to also be constantly in war or have war around them. It only makes sense economy-wise for Israel to continually have war because that's the only way that they fucking make money. It's very their whole economy is built off of it. So like, of course there's going to be war. Of course there's going to be constant conflict. Of course you're going to have to constantly worry about them having some beef and some bombing or some shit going on or whatever. Like, it's kind of fucked up,
No, I agree with you in that. I definitely agree with you with that. But like, the purpose of their the war, you know what I'm saying, of pushing these Palestinians out of their land, ever since after World War II when they was giving it there. But like, there's a way to do things and a way not to. Like, you could still live there and let them live there too. But no, you want to try to push them out. You want to try to act like these Arabs and Muslims are lesser than you. And that's where the problem is that I feel like
the problem didn't exist in mass until their economy was propped up by war. They coexisted for fucking 30, 40 years until they built their economy on war. As soon as they built their economy on war and that was stabilized after 9/11, we had constant fucking problems, if not even before 9/11. Like that's when they were starting to do it. They were like, all right, yeah, let's fucking make sure that all of our shit is missile technologies and fucking this shit and that shit. When that became their economy, then they had a problem. Because then the problem made money for them.
And you know what? But they also now this is my own opinion, and it might sound a little far-fetched when I say it, but when you think of like Epstein with the island and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? He was funded. He had a lot of Jewish Israel connections. You know what I'm saying? I think Israel has gotten to bed with America and, use some of those situations to, be able to do what they do and have America's backing. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're doing is really trying to commit a genocide. One of those cameras.
One of our cameras died.
It's all right. But like, that's where it's fucked up. Well, I want to just leave it there, but hopefully we don't get a World War III because I don't really want to.
No, we
yeah. But those are some of the things that happened in 2023. As we start 2024, we came in with a bang from Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? He went in. You know what I'm saying? He went hard for Steve Harvey.
I'm all in on # cancel Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally into canceling Steve Harvey.
I mean, but I like him on Family Feud. I mean, if you're gonna cancel him, I guess if you want to not like listen to his comedy no more, but whatever. But I fuck with him on
about
Family Feud.
Feud, bro.
I do. I like that show.
Anyone can host Family Feud.
I like game shows.
It's got to be the easiest fucking show to get like host.
Well, then hire me.
It's
I'll do
perspective. It
I'll
has
do
less. It has less to do with actual fact and everything to do with like popular perspective.
Yeah.
So anyone can fucking host the Family Feud, bro. Anyone that's coherent about the way culture works or anything. Anyone can fucking
well,
host
you
it.
can hit me
It
up
doesn't have
at
to
the
be
joneshour@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for a host, if Steve Harvey does get canceled, and now you have an open position.
Who the fuck was the goddamn host beforehand? Fucking the Bucktooth guy. Fucking fat Bucktooth dude. Louis Anderson.
Louis
there
Anderson.
you go. Yeah. But yeah, he passed
Rest
away.
in peace.
R.I.P.
Shout out to Mama Bear in the building.
Yeah.
But
Filling the info.
yeah. But yeah, Cat Williams went in, bro. Like he went crazy. So we gonna see. There was already some. Everybody went like right after. Ice Cube talked some shit. Kevin Hart talked some shit. Mark Curry talked some shit. Everybody came out. You know what I'm saying? And
Broke the internet.
yeah,
People that weren't
shout out to
mentioned,
fucking
people that weren't mentioned were upset that they
Shannon
weren't
Sharp.
mentioned.
Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
He hit the gold mine with that one.
Oh yeah, no, he gained. I think it was like 10, like a million plus subscribers over like
over
a 2 day span.
Yeah,
or
I was
some
about
shit.
to say like 24 hours or some shit.
Yeah,
but it was crazy. Yeah. So we can anticipate. We can anticipate some more from that. Yeah, that's what they say. It's people stealing jokes. In that, and that's what Cat Williams was
and I
exploiting.
I brought this up with you earlier.
Yeah,
but
go ahead, break it down.
In the comedy world, like it's quite obvious, especially the big names. Like if you stealing jokes and you're caught stealing jokes, then you're fucking canceled. Like you may have a career where you could go and get work or whatever, but you're not publicly being fucking put on a pedestal anymore.
Mm-hmm. Like who that happened to already?
Mencia is gone.
Yep, Carlos Mencia.
And Amy Schumer was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't see fucking Amy Schumer anymore. I mean, maybe
you haven't seen Carlos Mencia either.
Maybe she pops up here and fucking there, but she got exposed for fucking stealing so many people's fucking jokes. Yeah. And now this fucking dude's getting exposed for fucking stealing like 2 comedians' jokes. Like he fucking like
stole his whole show.
Yeah.
Stole homie's show. Steve Harvey.
And he can make the argument, hey, I don't do stand-up anymore. I don't do stand-up. So what? I stole someone's jokes or whatever. Still, bro, you're literally you're a fan of everyone else. It's obvious. All right. You're watching their shit, and then you're taking their work that they created, and then you're going on other fucking people's shows because you have nothing fucking interesting to say.
Word.
All right. And you're using other people's shit to prop up your career. You can't turn it around and go, oh, they're saying my name to make themselves famous. Fuck you, bro.
Fuck that. Yeah, nah.
Like, no, your whole shit is propped up on other people's success.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not a real comedian, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like the king, you said it earlier. He wasn't part of the. He is a part of the Kings of Comedy, but he was a fucking host.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm. He was the guy that spoke between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And when you really break it down.
Yeah, bro, you not the shit. You were not the man, bro. Like you are.
Cat Williams, Cat Williams is the real deal, and he exposed a lot of shit. I think you know what I think also what happens is like the comedy world is just so like close knit and in between themselves that almost all the gossip stays within themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and never really gets exposed unless it is like a stealing joke type shit like that, where it's like you got to do it, like I think Joe Rogan is the one that told about Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what it's about,
Mm-hmm.
But Cat Williams doing this kind of like brought shit to light where it was like, you know what? Like some of this shit needs to be said, like mad time passed, Steve Harvey blew up like 3 times, had like 4 divorces, mad shit. Yep. But Hanging with Mr. Cooper, I used to watch that show. I liked it. Mark Curry was funny. He took this whole show. I never thought of it like that because, I'm a youngin'. I'm not really, hip to the game, or I'm pretty sure nobody else is at the same time either. But 20 years later, like you should be able to talk about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Cat Williams was really getting to, you know, like a lot of things. I mean, like how you also said, you know, like Kevin Hart did put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just blow up one day. He was in like Paper Soldiers and fucking Soul Plane.
Yeah,
and,
no,
you know what I'm saying? Like he put in a lot of work
yeah.
before he actually was like blown up to the way he's at right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The only reason why he said anything about Kevin Hart
is because
Kevin Hart fucking said some shit about him.
Definitely.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
If you kept his name out of, like, if you kept Cat's name out of your mouth, you wouldn't be part of this discussion, bro.
Word.
You know, he wouldn't even have to scratch up like, oh, he doesn't deserve to be where he is.
Yeah.
Anyone that's big, the primetime fucking greatest comedians of all time aren't movie stars, bro.
Word. Mm-hmm.
You know, like you can't say like they were all, you know, like who is, you know, like and had a successful, clean fucking career. You know, like it's going to be workers, people that went and constantly put their work in, and constantly like setting out their tape and auditioning constantly and trying to pitch pilots. Those grinders. Those are the people that become fucking stars.
Yeah.
You know, like that become like the face of Hollywood. You know, they're fucking grinding.
Yeah.
You know,
and I think,
different.
And I think you could say, and I think you could give that to Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Grinding to get there.
Whereas Cat Williams looks at it like, no, I need to. I make my money off of touring.
Yeah.
Not movies. I need to be constantly doing shows.
No, but he also kind of made it like, you know, like all those same scripts that was being offered to Kevin Hart or some of the other actors
that was his claim. Yeah,
I had those scripts too, but I was like, why we have to do it like this? Why you can't do it like that? I'm not going to do it like this. And I mean, you're entitled to do that. And I mean,
but if that was really the case,
let me just say
that was if that was really the case, I just want to input on top of it. If that was really the fucking case, why would you be like specific about the project that you're saying that had homosexual shit inside of it? You know, like why? What Kevin Hart movie are you fucking talking about where he did some homo shit?
No, it's not really the homo shit. It's the dress in a certain way. So like that's what I wanted to get to. So when you look at the conspiracy theory and you look at the Illuminati shit and what's the underground and what's written or talked about behind the scenes, a lot of people say that in Hollywood they personally try to demasculate all black actors, and in ways of doing that they try to give them movie roles where they will try to be dressing as a woman or playing a gay role.
What's that comment? Maybe someone gave us a movie that like Kevin Hart dressed as a woman or did some gay shit.
No, it's not there. It said whatever the deal they made to get where they are, they stood the test of time to achieve their ongoing success.
Okay.
But that's what it is in the Illuminati. That's what they say, that you're going to be forced to like wear a dress, play a female role, play a gay role to demasculate your statue as being an African American or a Hispanic male in Hollywood, because you don't get that. Like white actors don't get those roles. They're not offered those same type of roles. Tom Cruise never did that. You know what I'm saying? Tom Cruise was in Mission Impossible and fucking Top Gun, and you know what I'm saying? He was never asked to dress as a fucking chick. Maybe he was, but that's what I'm saying.
I've heard this argument. I'm just saying, where the fuck is it?
No.
Where's the project?
No, there was some Kevin Hart shit. I don't know. I can't remember. But they did one of the movies like with The Rock or some shit that he did. Like he did that. But you know what I mean? All right. But
I understand.
That's not here nor there. That's just saying, like, you know, that's what they say. So when Cat Williams came up to and saying that, you know, you had those opportunities but wanted to change this and didn't do it, and then they went to Kevin Hart and Kevin Hart is like, yeah, I'll do that, and to get in the bag, that doesn't necessarily always mean like, is that selling your soul? Is that what it is? Did you not stand on it, or do you want to get this money, or do you want to get the bag, or do you want to do that? I mean,
or you just petty. You just petty that he said something about you,
or you petty that, you know, you didn't take the job. Like you could have just fucking wore a skirt for 3 minutes and fucking blew up, and you didn't do that. But that's everybody, each his own. Everybody has the ability to make their own decision based on their careers and what they want to do. So if homie wanted to do that, then he did it. Jamie Foxx did it. Martin Lawrence did it. Fucking Tyler Perry did it. All of these people did it. They all did it. And, you know, it's your choice. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But you can't really shit on the next person for doing it.
I
because
think,
they chose to do it.
I think this argument is weird.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you're talking about a conspiracy theory.
You're talking
on
about a
top of it.
conspiracy theory. Like, this is
That
the underground world.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
of it.
I personally don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they constantly bring in the Martin thing, but
Yeah.
Martin was completely inspired by Robin Williams, like Mrs. Doubtfire,
Mm-hmm.
Before doing any of
the Big Mama's house.
the Big Mama's house shit.
Yeah, but
you can't,
and
you
even
can't
like
tell
that,
me Big Mama's house is not a fucking black Mrs. Doubtfire, bro.
Yeah, basically, just more or less.
You know, so you're not.
And
Oh,
the Medea
no,
movies.
white man does it. Yeah, fucking Robin Williams did it first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
So you can't. Oh, dress up as an old old woman that's
Uh-huh.
like super homely and fun
Mhm.
and shit like that. No, you fucking bullshit, bro. Like that.
Yeah,
that's
because
existed before.
even that, if you ever seen that movie like Tu Wong Fu, that's an older movie where it's like you had John Leguizamo, Patrick Swayze, and Wesley Snipes, and they was all drag queens, I believe, in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's these things. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and if you're going back, all right, to like actual like theater and film and all that other shit,
Mhm.
like females weren't allowed to be actors.
Yeah.
So males had to play female parts and play drag.
Mhm.
All right. So if you go to any like classic film or not classic, like actual playwright shit or like
From back in the days.
Shakespearean shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how it
like
was.
no one's going, oh, I'm not doing that. You know, like everyone's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Fucking fine. I'll be the
Mhm.
lady. You know,
Mhm.
like it is what it fucking is.
Mhm.
You know, like if you are put in that fucking situation, I understand that that's not the situation, but like I don't automatically assess someone being dressed as some Illuminati shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like when if you're talking about the whole being an old woman and dressing as an old woman, when Robin Williams, a white man, was the first one to do it,
Right.
and was successful, and that movie being hyper successful
Is why other people did it.
fucking A. That's the reason why
Mhm.
fucking what's his name is
The Birdcage. Right?
Yeah, Tyler Perry has done it his whole fucking career.
Yeah, and his money's long.
You acting like that fucking goddamn that wasn't already like assessed to going, wow, that's fucking genius, bro.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like boom.
It was already there.
It was already fucking there, bro.
No,
Like,
I know, but I mean, that's what it is, though.
no, you are right. I
That's what it is.
look at that situation though as more or less petty because fucking he is mad or not mad. He's mad that fucking Kevin Hart had his name in his mouth.
Word. Well, when you're talking about people, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's it. It's gonna
All
clap.
right. Well, before we end
Mhm.
the show, 2024, one thing to look out for, and this is again just me. The aliens are coming. The aliens are coming.
No, you got it. Yeah. That's it's just, you know what I'm saying?
The aliens are coming. And there was a report in Miami that they was at the mall. I seen some of the accounts of the people that was there, 9, 10 foot beings, looking crazy.
9, 10.
Then seen them again in Brazil,
Gang.
9, 10 foot beings. I seen the video
Oh,
actually of that.
9? Are they 9 and 10 beings or
No,
9?
9 and 10 foot tall.
Okay, so how
There was
many?
like
of them?
2 of them.
2 of them.
2
okay.
or 3 of them.
2 really, really, really tall aliens.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just being on the lookout, bro. Get them guns ready. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Do all the shit.
That's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rob that supermarket if you have to
Yeah.
to save your family.
Let's draw guns on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows?
Mhm.
Or maybe it's just water. You know, maybe you just need a super circuit.
Yeah.
Maybe they
No.
can't fuck
Oh,
with
what was
water.
their theory on this though? Like the fact that they don't why
Oh,
question
the
is-
cold. They
why-
don't like
yeah,
the cold because they
yeah.
always go to Miami and Brazil. So we
or
good
like
for the winter.
Arizona or some shit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Or like the Mexican desert.
Yeah.
You know, like we need like some like Dr. fucking Freeze, like
the
freeze
facts.
gun fucking
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Head north,
yeah,
you know.
kill this motherfucker with snowballs.
Should have been in Buffalo right now, fucking helping the Queen right now. You'd have been fucking saved. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you motherfuckers ain't want to do it because you know $20 ain't enough to shovel some snow. Fuck out of here.
They're like the fucking the north. They're like the wall of the north. What the fuck was that shit called in
The
Game
wall.
of Thrones?
Oh,
People that are at the wall.
yeah.
That's them though.
That's
So
them.
the Buffalo
Okay,
fans.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bill fans, those
Mhm.
are the people that are going to stop us from an alien invasion. All
Word.
right?
Those are the first line of defense.
Yeah, the first line of defense of the
Mhm.
motherfuckers with a shit
Mhm.
ton of snow,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Yo, what up?" And then the whole country's behind them,
fucking defending us from the wildlings.
just throwing fucking snowballs and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
hell yeah. Oh, no, catapulting them. Like fucking,
Yeah, big
the
ass.
Fucking the Dennis the Menace shit.
Yeah,
slingshot.
Snow Day, bro.
Word.
Snow Day means alien invasion.
Well, get your shit ready because I think it's gonna hit the
Nickelodeon
fan.
Snow Day
It's gonna hit the fan.
meets Mars Attacks.
Word.
All right.
Mars attacks.
But they not tiny little like big headed motherfuckers, all right? They're like really like tall,
No, they're
lanky
real tall.
motherfuckers,
Hell
all right?
yeah.
And the whole like everyone like going against them and all has like those old school like snow hats and shit with like the flaps over here. All right, everyone has like Nickelodeon Snow Day hats.
Word. Happy New Year on IG.
Or like pom poms, the ones with the fucking balls on the back of them and shit on the top.
Mhm. Yeah. Joe Biden is gonna save us. That's what they said on YouTube. So maybe he will. Maybe Joe Biden will save us.
Turn into the abominable snowman or some shit.
Word, right? But you already know. Season 4, episode 1, wrapped up in the books. And Acid, always a pleasure, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Love having you here with me. As a producer, so when you see them videos drop, you already know. And Acid, what the deal? Shout out Kush. Your boy Jones. You gotta love Jones.
Shout out to the lives.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Got a lot of love. Shout out to the top 5. You already know.
Top
Showing
5?
love. Showing love. Showing love on the IG. I mean on the YouTube. You already know. Father Jones Hour. And we'll see y'all next week, man.
And you see now, people fucked up here.
This is not why you're here.